In the heart of Delhi, in a neighborhood called Burari, stood a house like any other. Until one morning in July 2018, when something so chilling was discovered inside that it would haunt India forever. 11 members of the same family, the Bhatias, were found dead. 10 of them were hanging in a circle, their hands and feet bound, their faces covered. The 11th, the grandmother, was found in another room, lifeless but not hanging. What happened inside that house? Was it a ritual, a mass suicide? Or was something darker? Let's take you inside one of the most mysterious cases in Indian history. The Bhatia family had lived in Burari for over 20 years. They were a respected family. They owned a grocery store, had good relationships with neighbors, and by all means, looked happy and successful. There was no sign that anything was wrong. They had just celebrated a family wedding. They were planning another. But behind closed doors, something unusual was unfolding. When the police searched the house, they found 11 diaries, each dated over 11 years. They weren't normal diaries, they had instructions, detailed rituals, writings like, keep your eyes closed, the time is near, hang for salvation, the one above is watching, complete the circle. The ritual must be followed. At first, the nation thought, maybe it was murder, but there were no signs of forced entry, no theft, and no outsiders involved. Then suspicion turned toward the youngest son, Lalit. Lalit had survived a traumatic accident years ago. He was quiet, spiritual, and believed he could communicate with his deceased father. According to the diaries, he wrote messages from his father's spirit, instructions to bring salvation to the family. The entries described specific timings, postures, and even how to tie knots. And most chilling of all, these instructions were followed and precisely. Investigators believed it wasn't a planned suicide in the traditional sense. It was a shared delusion, a psychological phenomenon called folie famille, where one person's belief becomes the reality of the whole family. They weren't trying to die. They believed they were being guided to a higher state, that their father's spirit would save them, and they would return. But they never did. To this day, people wonder, how could 11 educated, loving family members follow something so blindly? Was it blind faith, a mental illness that spread like wildfire, or something unexplainable? The Burari case remains open in the minds of millions, a reminder that sometimes the scariest mysteries aren't found in horror movies, but in real life. What do you think really happened inside that house?